Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope everybody has been doing well and hope everybody has been able to surpass their limits. If you guys could go down below and merrily on the thrash that like button. And if you go down below, hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell just so that you can unleash your hostile mana every time we drop a new video. But let's just go ahead and talk about it. The elephant in the room, the big thing on the table is that the game has been pushed back, has been delayed, if you will. And I remember I had made a video saying that people were complaining prematurely, saying that the game was not pushed back to 2023 just yet, but now it is officially here. Vic Gaming Studios is planning on holding a closed beta test around the end of this year. The game will also be delayed from 2022 release date to 2023 quarter 1 release date. Now, everybody is asking a lot of questions, well, what does that mean? When is it, when is it coming then? Blah, 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 blah. Here's the moral of the story. Instead of asking when the game is coming and things like that, how about we just don't worry about it, right? Now, that sounds a little contradictory. I understand that everybody is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Hype, very anxious and anticipating this game highly, and they've been waiting on it for a very long time. But if Black Clover Mobile had never been introduced as a concept into our minds, we would have never been thinking about it in the first place, and thinking about the game non-stop is going to make it feel like the game is taking eons and eons and eons to come through, right? And it's the same thing when we're at work every day. You sitting at work and you're thinking, damn, it's only this time. Damn, it's only this time. Damn, it's only this time. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to leave. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about me. And I'm talking about anybody else who can't stand the simulation that we call life, right? But basically, if we start to just kind of like get lost in the things that we would naturally do anyway. So say you have other games that you play, or say you have this thing that you're trying to work on, like this artistic thing that you're trying to like get worked out or something like that, or maybe it is your job or something like that. Maybe you like your job. I know I don't like my job, not because I don't like the thing that I do. I like the thing that I do. I love the thing I do. I love helping people. But I don't like standing at someone's countertop for 40 hours a week. I prefer to be here on my own channel making content, talking to you guys, because you're the guys I care about. We are like-minded people. Not to say that I don't care about everybody in the world, but even more so I care about this community right here, because this is a community of people with similar interests, and I'm trying to build something here that can be a wonderful and welcoming thing, something that can help keep a mobile game up and running once it comes out, you know what I'm saying? A community, some form of mouthpiece to communicate with the developer team so that they know what the community wants, and we can get our messages to them in a fully articulate, not aggressive, not ignorant manner, right? But basically, you remember when Netero from Hunter x Hunter, spoiler if you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, and if you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, what the fuck are you doing? But you remember when Netero realized he had to fight the Ant King, and he literally just kind of like sat on that mountaintop and he meditated and just started to gather his strength back. All he had to do to become stronger again was think about how strong he was when he was in his prime and gain that strength back to fight the biggest evil that there was against the human race, the biggest enemy the human race had, right? And that's what we need to be like. We need to sit on our mountaintop and perch and just kind of like think about all the stuff in our own life. Because think about it like this. Yes, you want to play Black Clover Mobile, but is everything in your life taken care of to an extent? And I know everybody's not going to be spending money in the game, but even still, gacha games can be very fun and very addicting. Are you sure that you're in a point in your life where everything is handled to where you can play that game as much as you want to? You know what I'm saying? Just that's all I'm saying. People tend to think about how shitty life is. Not to say that everybody's living a shitty life. Some people are living a happy life, but who knows what a shitty life is, until you're living it, right? Everything is perspective. But some people could have a lot of stuff going on, and they look at certain things, drugs, friends, games, as escapes. Don't let Black Clover Mobile be an escape for you. Let this shit be paradise for you. Make sure that everything on the back end is good in your life before the game drops, you know what I'm saying? Surpass your limits, because the fact that the game is taking so long to drop is not necessarily a bad thing. Another thing that I want to kind of segment into is don't be upset about this. I don't see back in the day whenever delay was a question, it was like, it seemed like it came with this negative energy with it, like, oh, they're gonna delay the game, blah 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 blah. Even I made a video talking about how I think they delay the game, but even still, at the end of the video, I didn't retract anything that I said. All I said was, I'm still here for this. I don't like the communication that we had gotten on this so far, but even still, I'm still believing that this is going to be a fun time for me when this game drops. I'm still going to be like the information source for this when it does drop. So that is still the same situation. Nothing has changed on that front. Nothing has changed on that aspect. Instead, we should be appreciative that the game is coming out later, because that means it's giving them more time to make the game good. Now, Vic Gaming Studios is somewhat being a perfectionist. You won't know how perfect the game is until it does reach its actual full market. Yes, we have all these little beta tests, and I'm not saying that they're weighing the opinions of beta tests too heavily as opposed to the entire world and the worldwide people, like, you know, just population who's going to be playing the game. But at the very least, I feel like they're just trying to make a quality product for us, and we should really sit back and just really think about it. It's like when your parents do something that you think is like stupid, like it's like when you want a car when you're younger, and your parents, every time you ask your parents, hold on, there we go. Every time you ask your parents for the damn car, they're just like, absolutely not, I'm not getting you no damn car. And you're just like, why? If I used to say this to my mom all the time. If I had a car, I wouldn't have to ask you to give me rides anywhere. I'd be able to go where I need to go. You wouldn't even have to be bothered from it. Because I was working a lot. I was working a lot of different jobs and shit like that. Not a lot of different jobs at the same time, but I just worked a lot of different jobs in the course of my life. I've tenured my experience. But basically, my mom would say no every fucking time. And that's because my mom just was thinking from the spot of, I want you to make sure that you know how to fully drive before I get you a car. There's no reason to put you on the road or you could kill yourself. And it's just like, yeah, that's fair. Like, Vic Gaming Studios is thinking from that same kind of like mindset. I want this game to be good for y'all, but I can't give you this game yet because it is not the product that you want. And we know it's not the product that you want because we've tested it, and these are the reviews that we're getting. So let us make this better for you, and then we'll give it to you. And that's completely fine. That is completely okay. What were we doing before Black Clover Mobile was announced? Anything. Everybody who's waiting on this game, they all have something they were doing before this shit dropped. Don't act like just because this shit is coming out that this is the main focal point of things going on now. Don't be so mad at the development team because they're withholding this. They're not withholding it. It's not ours in the first place. It's their product. So let's just try to calm down and just wait for the game. Once again, this is a good thing. If you plan on being a spender on this game, then save your money up and get ready for this game. If you love Black Clover and you love the characters and you want to collect the characters like I do, yo, I'm about to splurge on this shit. No shame in it. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, bro. It's whatever. I need every Yami. I need every Marieliona. I need every Asta. If she not Marieliona blasting my screen, bro, with all the cosmetics, then I'm not. Then what was I playing for? You know what I'm saying? Like, the game is still going to come. So everybody, we should just calm down. We should just wait. And I'm not talking to anybody in particular. This is just in general. Just a kind of a PSA. Like, hey guys, let's just remember to be good to this development team, because this development team is working on something that none of us, all the people in the community that are complaining, go make the game then. Go make the game then. But if you're not complaining, then good. You're like the rest of us. We're going to sit back. We're going to wait. We're going to surpass our limits and learn that everything in life is not about getting what you want when you want it. It's about reacting to the situations that happen to your life. I just happen to react exceptionally well. The game gets pushed back to Q3. Cool. I planned on saving this original amount of money so that I could go crazy and give premium content on this game as soon as it drops. Even better that it's been pushed back. Now I can just save up more money, and the content will be even better then. And no, I'm not saying that you can't make good content by being a free-to-play player. There's definitely going to be some free-to-play players on this game in the community, and I'm definitely going to recommend them, because I do not recommend spending the amounts of money that I'm going to spend, copious amounts of money. No. I'm just doing that because Black Clover is a different experience for me. I didn't like Black Clover the first 3 times that I experienced it. The first 2 times that I tried to experience it. And then the 3rd time I tried to experience it, I kind of gave it that chance, and I kind of pushed past where I was originally. And I got past that. I had to do the same thing for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If they make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure gacha game, I'm on that too. Which they announced that they were making some form of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game. They didn't say gacha game, but I think the company that's making it is a gacha studio. But basically, I pushed past that. I surpassed my fucking limits, and I went into the deeper episodes, and then I caught up on the anime, and then I read the manga, and I'm not regretful for any step of that journey, bro. So just because I'm going to be spending all kinds of money, blah blah blah, all this, that, and the third, doesn't mean that you should go spending all kinds of money. So I'll definitely be recommending the free-to-play channels whenever I find them, because I'm always watching, bro. The eye is always open. I see the community, bro. And also, shout out to that man Bulot. This man sees the community as well. He be building up teams and stuff like that, bringing people together in many ways more than you know. There's going to be a lot of things that happen in the future, and it's going to be because of a few key people. Another, not a spoiler, but anybody who's read Fire Force, you know how you get towards the end of Fire Force and then you kind of start to see that concept that everybody has a specific role to play in the main cast of the universe. And if you read Fire Force towards the end, then you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean by there are little people in the community that are doing certain things, that are bringing certain things together. Just think about that concept. But another thing that I did want to say was this. Let's get there. Okay, so we are right here on the official Black Clover mobile Twitter page, right? Fuegolian's animations were fire, bro. Go check that video out. But basically, you can see right here that it still says 2022 in this Black Clover mobile 2022 for this hashtag right here. Oops, for this hashtag right here. Now, if we scroll up, these are not from the Black Clover mobile official Twitter. So these tweets don't really aren't as important right now. The point that I'm making is you'll see this right here. First of all, this picture is obviously from the dungeon arc when Asta finds his second sword and Yuno finds Bell. But also what's going on here is scene number 6 was another scene that had released that had revealed the true name of the game, and they did that by accident. That's why they had taken it away. Ooh, my Noel keychain just shipped, guys. Black Clover sweat over here. Oh my goodness. But basically they released a 6th little graphic for us, and it actually had the name of the game revealed in there, and that wasn't supposed to be the graphic that came out. So they actually fumbled their pack on that one, and they redacted that from the records and then put this picture out instead. So this was supposed to be the 6th picture. Now what was pretty cool was that the 6th picture that they originally had was actually from the same arc, and it was actually a little earlier than this. So it actually made sense for it to be the 6th picture, but I guess they're just going to skip over that and pretend it never existed. I'm still a fan. Oh, man. I'm still a fan of Road to Wizard King, or Path to the Magic Emperor, or something like that. There was one name that was Opening of Fate, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about the names because that wasn't supposed to be released, and maybe they'll DDoS me if I keep doing that, or send their hit squad, their Vic Gaming hit squad. What is it called? Villain is coming, so, they could definitely have a hit squad. Villains have things like that, right? Hit squads. But you'll see right here that this tweet does not say 2022, and this tweet is directly from the Black Clover official Twitter, right? Black Clover mobile official Twitter. Then we come up to Fuegolian's next animations, and this tweet has 2022 in it again. And now people are wondering, is the game coming in 2022? Is the game not coming in 2022? They're just not certain anymore. And honestly, here's what I have to say. The one thing that I've learned in life is that when you prepare for the worst, or when you prepare for the best, expect the worst. Or prepare for the worst, expect something like that. I expect the worst and prepare for the worst. I'm always ready, basically. Deadman always has a contingency. Whether I'm at work, whether I'm out in public, whether I'm doing this, whether I'm investing in something. This is an investment here, guys. This video right now that you are watching right now. Thank you, guys. Hey, Deadman here. Local celebrity. This is an investment right now as well into this end, right? As long as the ends justify the means, right? And sure, the game's not here right now, but when the game gets here, it's going to be great. And even if it's not a great experience, I will put myself in a position where I can make the game a great experience, because I will continue to talk to Vic Gaming directly in my YouTube videos. Who cares if they watch the shit or not? I will continue to speak until I have no more breath, as long as that means getting a good game for me and a good game for all of you viewing this right now. So it does not matter what happens in the future. All we have to do is surpass our limits and really just think and be smart about this. We can really have a good game here, and even if the game isn't good, we can make it a good game. And that sounds crazy, but I've manifested a lot of things in my lifetime, and I know that anybody else who's watching me can, because we're all people. We're all people. That's it at the end of the day. We're all people, right? Basically, I think the game will release in 2023, Q1. The only reason why I think it says Q4 2022, or it still says 2022 in the tweets, is because we are getting a closed beta test now, which also, I feel like that's kind of one thing that's being a little overlooked. Isn't that great that we're getting a closed beta test, officially announced now? Yeah, it's not, because at first we had, that focus group testing. Now we're getting the closed beta test. And honestly, I'm trying to get into that. If I can't get into it, it's more than likely because my job, schedule requirements, constraints. But if I can get into it, bro, content fucking immediately. And I know there's going to be other people who I'm in communication with that are going to be trying to get into the game. So even if I can't necessarily get into the game myself, hopefully there is a way that I can get some information, some data on the game so that I can break this shit down for y'all in advance, because there's nothing better than being prepped for something in advance. But another thing that I wanted to say was, what's the last thing? There was one more thing. Oh, when the game does drop in Q1, it will definitely be before March, because Black Clover's movie is dropping March 31st. It could be at the beginning of March. I hope not, but I definitely love for the. It just feels weird to have a game drop at the same time something else is dropping and try to make the drop of that game kind of coincide with that thing. I feel like more so it would be better if they drop the game first, let it build up a little bit, and then that's what they do with The Strongest Hero. And then the Black Clover movie ties in, and they have like a collab, and they can have a hype character that you can cheese the game with. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, just a little bit cheese. You feel me? Not a whole lot of Swiss. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, Swiss is better because there's holes in it. Yes, it'd be the Swiss. He'd be a little Swiss cheesy, not cheddar cheesy, but like you'd be able to cheese the game a little bit with him. The Wizard King, the Key King, you know who I'm talking about. The one with the Kingdom Hearts keys, Xehanort. Yeah, that guy. But yeah, game will definitely drop. And I feel like the game will drop in January, February at the latest. I don't think they'll wait all the way till March, bro. Just simply due to the fact that the closed beta test, they said, is at the end of the year. At the end of the year implies like a little before Christmas, in a time range that is a little before Christmas, up to like New Year's, because at the end of the year is the start of the next year, but it's not the start of the next year, if that makes sense. So definitely, I think the game is still it could still be in a good place. Pearl Abyss did lose 8% of like revenue or something like that because they delayed 3 games. This is obviously being one of them. It's probably this game, and then the other game, what is it called? The other game is called no, it's not the Breakers. That's the Dragon Ball game. But there's another game that they were supposed to be making, which is supposed to be like a game original kind of thing. And then they have another game that they have. I didn't even know they had the third game they were working on. But like, yeah, 8% of revenue is a lot, especially when you're talking about a big organization. But as long as the game drops and it's good, they're making that shit right back. So yeah, that's my input on this whole situation. I was gonna say fiasco, but it's not really a fiasco. It's just life. Things happen. Things get pushed back. That's okay. But yeah, that's my input on the whole situation. If you guys do enjoy these kind of like chill talking face, talking head videos, then please do go down below and Maria Leona thrash that like button. And if you guys would not mind going down and subscribing and hitting that notification bell, because every single time I drop a video, I give you the truest intent of my hostile nin. No, I'm kidding. My hostile mana. That's what this is about. Y'all know where this is going, bro. Y'all need to subscribe so you can unleash your hostile mana. That's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. I'm gonna sign out. I hope you guys can pass your limits. Peace. Oh, let me give you guys the pearly whites before I go.